And there's the man himself, Iron Mike Tyson. You can tell he's been training hard for this fight. He's in peak physical condition.
I'm gonna be honest, boxing is not something I sit down and watch, but I wanted to see the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul thing until I actually thought about it for a minute. We all know how fast Mike Tyson can move. And you mean to tell me that this is the same person recently training that went up against freaking Jake Paul in that freaking buffering Netflix fight? Look at me, like, even at 60 years old, he is still able to move quite quickly. I feel like it would have been over before it begun, but let's just break down and say exactly what this whole freaking Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul thing was. It's basically one of the dumbest spectacles that we've seen in so-called sports entertainment. Because let's face it, this wasn't a fight. It wasn't a fight, bro. It was a well-compensated retirement gig. Mike Tyson didn't step into that ring because he was ready to relive his 1980s glory days. He stepped in because somebody threw a truckload of money at him and said, hey, we need you to put Jake Paul on the map. And, you know, he's a baby, so just let him feel loved and, like, he, you know, just pretend it's serious, but, like, let him win, obviously. Because the Mike Tyson everyone knew would have kept going here after Jake Paul realized, oh, shit, bro, be careful. Remember the freaking script. I wouldn't be surprised if they told Jake Paul to also pull back and both of them were just playing along. Tyson was 58 here. Let's just round it up to 60. 60! This man has spent more time throwing punches at pigeons and weed dispensary deals than at actual opponents in the last 2 decades. But sure, Jake, call this a victory. You won, bro. Yeah, I can say I beat Mike Tyson when he's 1 foot in the fucking grave.
But I think deep down, you know, I see him breathing right now. I see it through his shirt. His heart rate is sky high, right?
Fuck anyone talking shit about you fighting Mike. Anybody is saying yes to that.
McGregor, KSI, all these fighters coming out and saying, oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
Like,
bro,
and then even,
would you fight Mike Tyson?
Again, no, because he's now old. I would be an absolutely tragic shame to knock out an old version of his prime self. It doesn't feel fair. Prime Tyson would have ripped me apart in a boxing match. He would have beaten me, so to beat him when he's past his prime just feels dishonorable, and I feel dirty for doing that. So there's no amount of money on the planet that can me to fight.
I mean, we got freaking Andrew Tate, the dude who is the human embodiment of Hold My Cigar. I'm gonna say something controversial. Even he, self-proclaimed king of brash opinions and alpha male posturing, had the common decency to recognize that fighting Mike Tyson in his twilight years would not be just pointless, just downright disrespectful, though. Jake Paul straight up strutted into this fight acting like he was about to conquer Mount Olympus. Bro, you cannot claim you're the king of the hill when the hill is actively eroding under Medicare paperwork. I mean, I don't know why people should have to say this, but beating a 60-year-old retired legend who clearly went in with a script is not the flex that you think it is. Mike Tyson, at his peak, would have sent you into the freaking netherworld. Mike Tyson in his prime would have spat in your face, causing your dick to jump up and punch you and knock you out. Jake only probably survived because Tyson had "don't embarrass the kid too much" written in the script on the Sharpie on his gloves. I mean, we make fun of Mike Tyson being old, but that's more so how people should be seeing it from this perspective with a fight against a dude that is half his age. Also, the fact that Jake sees this as a win is peak delusion. I would feel so ashamed because first of all, the dude is 60, as we've said. I know everyone keeps saying that. But second of all, even if you did beat him, it's a lose-lose for you because you beat him. Oh my God, you beat a 60-year-old. Then if Mike Tyson had beat the shit out of him, people would be embarrassing him, Jake Paul, saying that, dude, you got beat by a 60-year-old. Like, there's no way you can win this. It's just one of those special occasions where if you win, you lose. And if you lose worse. I'm not gonna say anything about Jake Paul's skills as being a boxer, an actual boxer, but with this being such a corrupt sport now and everything's for show and you don't know what's fake and what's real, do we really know if he's a good boxer? On top of all of this too, like I said, Tyson is still terrifying, even at 60. As shown in this clip, look at how freaking on the money he is, bro. The old dude can throw combos that can knock the wrinkles out of your scrotum at the middle of No Nut November. But in this fight, we're supposed to believe he suddenly forgot how to throw a punch and go ham? Nah. Did they give him a Xanax? Tyson chose, I really do believe, Tyson chose to let Jake look competent. Had to be, because every time I look back at this fight, it looks like he's sparring with a 3-year-old. Like, does this look like he's actually trying to fight to you, bro? What is going on here? Did people, I hope to God y'all idiots didn't bet on this fight because you are the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. I'm so sorry. Like, I usually don't like throwing punches like that, verbal punches like that at people, but are we for real? What did you think? What were you doing? Like, what, do you not? Okay, it's different if people were like, okay, you're gonna win something, but if people are getting paid up front to fight, I don't believe jack. I don't care what the conclusion is. I'm not believing any of it. You cannot tell me that people who are being paid 20 million, 40 million, whatever it is, to come out and do this, they're being sponsored to do this, that there is no way that there's conspiracies happening to rig fights so that certain people get their money.
For real. Respect.
Let's make it look convincing.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, Mike lands a clean hit on Jake, and it looks like it hurt. Let's see how Jake responds. Oh, Jake's hairline.
Dude, Flash Kids, they call this entire thing.
Not my dick, Mike, please. Is that convincing enough for you, Logan? Yeah, perfect. Okay, now go ahead. Oh, no.
Bro, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Can we just all address that the fact that this wasn't a boxing match? It was a circus act, and y'all got played. Whoever bet money on this and actually took it this seriously, you got played. Y'all got played and they got paid. Damn, and it was $70 a ticket. Wait, that's for the upper mezzanine seats. So for this particular circus, this is the one where they charge you $70 for tickets, and the highlight of the night is watching a clown get hit in the face with a pie. You're the clown. The clown wasn't Tyson. It wasn't Jake. It was anyone who thought this fight was actually serious. What everyone essentially watched was a very expensive TikTok skit with gloves. Mike Tyson, even at 60, didn't lose because he was outclassed. Outclassed by what? He lost because he was paid to make it look like Jake Paul is anything more than the internet's equivalent of a stunt double for Logan Paul. The more you slow it down, is the freaking sadder it looks. Like, how are you gonna bring a legend out of retirement at 60 and have him sit there and get punched for little baby bottom over here so baby bottom can look like he's shit? Ironically, you have it coming out the other end looking like actual shit because this was very pitiful. I can't even blame Mike. Mike's trying to get his back. He's already gotten his ribbons, his roses, whatever. But you bringing him on just to beat him up by this person of all people, this is so sad. Bro didn't even want to do this. They had to pay him. Come on, Mike Tyson, dance for us one more time, buddy. One more time. And it's sad because he's doing it for his family, I guess.
Did you want to continue? Well, I would like to continue. I saw that I was getting beat on. I realized I don't think I have it anymore because I got the ability to stay in shape, but I don't got the fighting guts, I don't think, anymore. When did you recognize that? In what part of the fight? I don't know. Early into the fight. I'm just sorry I let everybody down. I don't have this in my heart anymore. Did you feel as though you had it coming into the fight? No, I'm just fighting to take care of my bills, basically. I don't have the stomach for this kind of no more. I'm more conscious of my children and those guys looking at my parents. I don't have that ferocity. I'm not an animal anymore. Does that mean we won't see you fight again? Yeah, most likely I'm not gonna fight again. I'm not gonna disrespect the sport anymore by losing to this caliber of fighters.
So as Wendiva said, this was not last night. It was not the Jake Paul thing, but it pertains to his fight last night. He should have never stepped into the ring with that clown. He will always be a legend. And surprise, surprise, to me, Jake didn't win shit instead of more money, but he lost what he already didn't have much of, which is integrity. But who needs that, right? Who needs integrity when you've got clout? I hope when he tells his grandchildren this and they ask him how old was Mike Tyson, or they go back in history and look when Grandpa Jake told them he fought the legend Mike Tyson, and the kid said, hey, did you know that Mike Tyson was like 60 years old when you fought him? And Jake is like, yeah. And his grandkids ask him, how old were you, Grandpa? And he says 30. They just stare at him. I would not tell anybody that was my grandfather or my father. I'd be so fucking embarrassed. The fact that he's struggling to breathe here, legitimately looking like he can barely freaking take in a breath while Mike Tyson is still like, you good? You good? Let's slow down. The fact that the freaking ref or whatever is taking this so seriously, and there are people here watching. Why were you all here? I just don't understand. Why were you all here watching some dude half his age fight against some dude that... Is it because of the underdog, or did you all want to see an old man get beat up? Or did you want to see the old man beat up the younger guy? If they were going to make it a show, at least write the script so that Mike Tyson wins. I feel like that would have been a better show for people, because Mike Tyson, as a freaking geriatric dude, is more of the underdog than No Nips over here. But that's just me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So this fight right here was one of the most disgusting fights I've seen in a very long time. Fighting a 58-year-old man. I know it's Mike Tyson, I know he's a flipping killer and all that, but back in the day, he's an old man. I don't know how you can feel proud throwing a punch at this man. Never mind doing 8 rounds with him. The man's a legend, and then you can clearly see in the fight that he had no legs. One little jab, it was all over. It just wasn't right. It just felt disgusting. I just felt bad even looking at it, you know. You can't go around feeling proud of a victory over Mike Tyson, because yeah, I know it's money and everything, but it just wasn't right to see, never mind to actually do. You know, I just couldn't. Jake, man, I know you're out here for the big fights and the money and stuff, but fuck me, man's 60 just about. It was just wrong. We all know if he was in his 20s or even 30s, Jake would have been fucking sparked in the first round, obviously. We can just tell. The man's got power still, but you can just tell he just didn't have the legs to carry him through it. But yeah, mad.